1993 Ford Mustang LX Notchback that we call the Machine. So we're going to be building on it little and little, but because we also have the Grunt and Reckless at the same time going, so we're trying to pace ourselves. So stick around, guys, and let's go through this car. One fixed. Not bad. Looks nice in there. Let me get this. Hey everybody, this is Saul Castaneda from Mcscgreenwheels here in Chicago. I'm over here in my house, and I'm going to introduce you to our 1993 Ford Foxbody Mustang, who we call the Machine. This is a pretty cut and dry. Our good friend went out and drove lots of hours to go pick it up from North Carolina, and as you can tell, it's a running, functioning car. And basically what we're going to do, our objective here is kind of like modernize it and do little things as we go along. We're going to go ahead and test different things. We're going to try different alternators or belts, anything like that. But we want to keep it moving. So we're going to try and keep these videos quick and easy and show you like a couple how-tos. And if you guys have any comments, please let us know. If you guys feel that we shouldn't do it, well, I'll take a vote of it. So let's get started here. Basically, we did a kind of walkthrough with the Grunt when we first got him, and at the time he was a Calypso green. So let's give this guy a walkthrough. The Grunt didn't have an engine. The Machine here is a full running 93 Ford Foxbody, and as you guys can tell, he's got his AC set up, power steering. It's a stock 302. They actually did put some headers in it, the Cobra intake. Starts up really solidly. It was picked out of North Carolina, so we really want to concentrate on picking up cars with as minimal rust as possible, because we know here in the Midwest that is just the worst. Nothing's really been changed to the car. I think they changed out the rear end. They have like a Lincoln setup right there. I'm not sure why, because it still has drums. I don't know what the objective of that was. If it may have gotten bad, we don't know. So one of the things that we are gonna do, we're gonna address that rear end as well. Probably dress it up, maybe do something close to the Mustang style that we like to do, like adding in the 11.65 rotors along with the rear end Cobra setup brakes, along with the front as well too. They did install like the Cobra rims. It looks great. So we driven it minimally, so we'll get more of that as we get along with it. One of the good things of picking up this guy out from North Carolina, as you guys can tell, this is just basically surface rust, and this can be addressed very easily. As you all know, you want to always check out your boxes, your Fox bodies, you check out your torque boxes, check out your frame rails, check out whatever is in here that's not coming through in here, is not pitting, or it's not breaking apart. You know what I mean? You want to check out your strut towers inside and out. You know, this guy, like I said, we picked him up. I mean, he is like superbly clean underneath. Very little rust that we've seen on the car, but like I said, you know, surface rust. A lot of times, you know, if you're looking for like what's been changed in the car, you might want to see for their stickers. You know, that's Ford original right there. A lot of these parts they're all Ford stamped. Our fenders are usually all Ford stamped. You'll see it like right up in here or on the underneath, or right on here you'll see that they're stamped. You know, this is nothing to this car has been changed as far as it hasn't been in an accident. We don't see anything creased up. The typical stuff that you may see, maybe like the pinch wheel where somebody always goes to tend to lift it up and they kind of crunch that up. Nothing really too serious underneath there. The interior, man, check it out. I think this side is open. On the interior, we have all black interior, and I mean it's clean. The little details that we may find, but I mean it is beautifully clean. And let's see if we can get this guy. All around. You know, I mean, may need a little coloring here, but I mean it's, you know, it's you know, maybe a seat cover, but I doubt it. I mean, in refurbishing this, the car looks great. The seats don't feel smushy. There's no mold in here. You can't smell any of that. You know, everything works nicely. You know, the little floor mats in here. The carpeting's been, you know, it's in good conditions. And if you go from underneath, you definitely don't see anything like penetrating through. Your feet are not hanging out, nothing like that. This car is in actually really good condition, so it was a really, really good buy. It's an all black interior, and it's mint. It's running the stock transmission, and you know, stock transmission is running a regular T5. It looks like they did some work on that because it feels like it's got a little shorty shifter on there. The clutch is extremely heavy, but the car feels great. Let's check out that trunk to see what we find. Alright, let's see. We'll spare it because we don't need it. We're going to eventually change all of that up. And as you can tell, they must have had like some kind of a wire or amplifier or something back here at some point. Solid. This is again just a little surface rust, as you guys could tell. You know, nothing's been disturbed back here. The seam sealer is right where it should be. There's no creases in the back end right here against the bumpers or nothing, so we know nothing of that has been pushed in or disturbed back here. You know, we can go ahead and start lifting this up. As you can tell, these guys are dry. But man, yeah, see, nothing disturbed down here. All the seam sealers right where it should be. There is no spare in here, but we won't be needing it because, like I said, we're going to be doing some couple little changes and whatnot, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what we go with as far as the tires, you know, or we keep what we got. There's no cracking to our lenses here, so we don't have any kind of water in here. You know, they're still pretty clean. We can clean these bad boys up, you know, and reuse them. Exhaust looks pretty clean. Yeah, stainless steel looks like, yeah. So from the underneath, just looking around, you can see a little bit of like seepage down there. They did improve on the cover there. They got a better cover. They also have the aftermarket control arms up top. So I mean, they got the quad shock. This quad shock looks pretty beat up. They got regular stock stuff here. Nothing too fancy. This car was just like an everyday used car that wasn't really everyday used. So it's good for us. Subframe connector here, just to give it a little bit more rigidity. They welded it in. Nice job. It looks really good. Like I said, the exhaust looks pretty decent. It's got some clamps. It's solid clamps too. So the gentleman that owned this car definitely liked it and kept up with it. If you look around, even around here on the pinch welds, where a lot of the damage you will find, it's actually really good. The undercoating is just kind of like flaking off now, and these are things that we're just going to go ahead and keep addressing and keep doing and making better. You know, whatever material that we can use to keep it from just rotting away would be awesome. You know, like I said, some of the damage right back here from when they lifted, you know, straighten that up, not too bad. And if that's the only amount of damage we got, I can live with that. Hell. Nothing seems to be leaking. As you can see, our oil pan looks pretty dry. Nothing coming off the back from this main seal, nothing pouring out of the trans. Looks really clean. Brakes here look pretty stock. They're running drums in the rear, and so you see these little guys right here. Brakes are good, but you know, of course, we're not going to go along with this. We want some stopping power, and we want to overall make it look nice. get rid of these big ugly bolts. But yeah, no, everything seems to be pretty stock in here. I don't see any kind of deformities in here. A little bit of rust right here. It looks like somebody may have gotten into something there, but nothing big. It's already good. It's already good. Side of here, I'm always worried about this side because for Sergeant Reckless, which is our 1993 Ford Foxbody GT that we have, that we're building, we found all the rust to be right in here inside this frame rail. And you know, just kind of moving things around and getting my fingers in between the frame rail and the cross member, I don't feel any bubbling. Seems all pretty solid. Again, just a good amount, generous amount of surface rust. Nothing too serious. A lot of times, you know, it's the driver's side that gets the most damage, and a lot of people ask, like, why is it? I really couldn't tell you. Yeah. I don't know if there's just water that gets, you know, just settles in there or something, but yeah, this side ends up taking the worst beating out of all of them, out of both sides, I would say. From a lot of the Mustangs that I've seen, you know, that this frame rail actually takes the worst. And like I said, you always want to take a look at your strut housings here. Make sure nothing's coming grossly out of here or anything like that. You know, which, as you can tell, nothing has been overly removed or disturbed here. Rusted. Best part of this car, man, turning it on and taking off with it. Ha! I want to thank everybody that subscribes to our YouTube channel, our Facebook, and our Instagram. Keep subscribing, keep leaving those comments, keep giving us those likes. I want to thank everyone that helps us out with this, as far as our good friend Mr. Tamba. We know a lot of this wouldn't happen without him. So thank you very much, sir. We will continue to bring as much content for you people and for everyone to enjoy. Thanks very much, man. We hope to see you soon. I'm Saul Castaneda. I'm saying goodbye. And from the Illinois car culture, guys. We'll see you soon.